There's a cop right there.
Yeah, listen.
I have to say, on the ground.
Hey, we're recording, bro. We got serious business to handle over here.
All right, first question. We just realized that our production manager, Josh, who's what, 5'11"?
That's what we're told.
5'11".
Used to be able to dunk. And that he used to play basketball, which is news to all of us.
Which is wild for a few reasons. What's the first reason?
Well, I just didn't know it about him. That's my first.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's not what he told me. What Father Joseph told me is that's crazy because he's Asian. That's actually the first thing he told me. You heard that, didn't you?
I heard.
Yeah, exactly.
Something like that.
That's what I heard.
That's what the bird said.
Right, and so that's kind of wild. So, guys, everybody, welcome to our freaking sick production manager. Okay, Josh Viola from Creative Immaculata,
right.
chilling in this car with us. But also, you want to hear something crazy that happened earlier? So we're chilling up here in Steubenville, Ohio, kind of driving on the way to Columbus. And I don't know if you guys know, but Dean Martin was actually born, I believe so, in Steubenville, Ohio.
Careful, you better be sure.
Well, here's the thing.
These facts that you're spitting.
Well, here's the thing.
Before you go and make fun of somebody for not knowing facts.
Independently of that fact, Father Joseph didn't know who Dean Martin was. Whether he was born here or not, that is a crazy fact. So what's up with that, bro? Like, it's one thing if you don't know, like...
I feel like we were being authentic in the car before the camera was rolling, and now you're just... performing and trying to put me down, and I just feel like...
Dude, here's the thing. I'm going to put you down whether I'm performing or not. This episode is powered by, fueled by, inspired by Augustine Institute.
Actually, it's inspired by Jesus Christ, but we do want to introduce you to the Augustine Institute because they will help you get to know him.
That's so good. Check them out at augustine.edu/logos for more information. Now, back to the episode.
Yeah. 40 years old.
Is he 40 now?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
That's wild.
My thoughts, hot take. It's not really a hot take. I think he's pretty good. When he's in the NBA, he's like one of the dominant players.
Listen. You're misunderstanding my question.
Okay.
Is LeBron James the greatest of all time?
Oh, no, definitely not.
Who is?
Dude, Kobe.
Whoa.
Period. Like, in all fronts.
You're going to need to substantiate that claim because I feel like for most people, he's not even in the conversation.
Okay.
That's a bit strong for that. But yeah, what's you coming from? Other than the fact that, like,
I guess Kobe does have more rings than LeBron.
Other than the fact like every Filipino in the world loves Kobe. Like, what is it about Kobe that you're big
Dude,
about?
it's like work ethic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Waking up at like 4, practicing.
I do
then
that.
After practice,
I do that.
Stays to practice. Pushes his teammates. Like,
why does he do that? That's mean.
you do that to me yesterday, bro.
I straight up.
And then, like, his game doesn't lie. You just see when he's playing basketball, he's like the clutchest player. And then, yeah.
They're true.
So Kobe's better than Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
You could be.
We're gonna get canceled because of you, Josh. This is gonna.
Okay. Well, guys, look, listen. This is
I
not
like pushing the buttons.
All of the credibility that we had as a podcast
editing
is just literally pushes the buttons.
Yeah.
Every time. Here we go. First test. See you later, camera.
If we're talking about as a whole man, I think Kobe is better.
LeBron James has never had a public scandal.
That's true.
Yeah, but he said some pretty
He's been in the
silly
league
stuff.
for 22 years. He does say silly stuff.
I guess
we also believe in redemption.
Who does? Oh, we do. We believe in redemption. Yeah. Kobe was Catholic, but I don't want you to be partial. I'm strictly basketball.
Okay.
LeBron James.
Well, the thing is, okay, so, like, what is he into sports? Is he into sports just to entertain and win?
It's to win.
Yeah.
If you're trying to judge somebody on... Well, no, that's too simple.
I would say that's way too simplistic.
I think greatest of all time means, like, everything you think about.
Character.
Like, character in and outside of the court. Like, if you watch The Last Dance documentary, Michael Jordan is in a big empty mansion, and he's talking about how great he is, this and that, like all his achievements. But at the end of the day, he's in an empty room, and he's had a family. And then you see Kobe Bryant towards the end of his life was with his family. Like he was living out his whole vocation as a father.
As a husband.
And he died right after he was at Adoration with his daughter.
Adoration with his daughter.
LeBron James married his high school sweetheart.
It's true.
Has, I forget how many kids. I think 3 or 4 kids.
Yeah.
This is what I'm saying about LeBron, though.
Okay, well, yeah, this will be interesting.
18 years old.
Yeah.
He becomes a millionaire.
I mean,
He's from like
that ring a bell?
the project. He's from the projects and in Akron, Ohio. I feel like a lot of 18-year-old kids, if you handed them $10 million when they were 18, would just completely go off the rails. But he's just stayed so steady and solid his whole career. All-time leading scorer, going to finish probably top 5 in all-time assists. He might already be top 5 all-time assists. So it's a higher percentage from 2 and from 3 than Michael Jordan did.
I hate this conversation.
All right. Father Max, what do you want to talk about?
I don't know, dude. I just don't know anything about basketball, so I feel like I'm so lost. I really don't know.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. What are you going to say that I want to talk about?
Yeah, remember like
I didn't say you thought it.
Remember like this whole week when you, Michael, and Josh were talking about cameras and tech stuff, and I was just
all right. Sorry, go
I was
ahead.
along for the ride.
No, you're right.
I was here for it.
I'm sorry. Look, you know what? Can I apologize? I want to apologize to you. Listen, I'm sorry. Okay,
In fact, I actually tried to learn more just so I could.
You did. So you can do what?
So I can one day take over as
So I can take over the rule. All right, sorry. So basketball. You think LeBron James? Is that what I'm hearing?
I think it's Michael Jordan. But if LeBron James can win one more championship,
which he was projected to win this year, and
this year would have been the year.
So, dude.
There we go. This year would have been the year. So I'm skeptical. Although I will say this, because people forget. It's crazy how people forget. You know, it's a lack of anamnesis. We could say.
We could say that.
A lack of analytical capacity.
We could say that, but should we say that right now?
LeBron James. No, let's go back for a second.
Okay.
The Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
With Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. They were 73-9, which is it's the best record in NBA history. Better than Michael Jordan's. I think it was his 96 Bulls, who were like 72-10 or something like that.
Yeah.
And they were projected, obviously, to win the NBA Finals. And LeBron James, down 3-1 in the Finals. No one ever has ever done this ever. And not only did he do it, but he did it against the best regular season team in NBA history. Came back and won in Game 7 at Golden State, which is the hardest stadium, which was the hardest stadium to play in. Like that right there, after he did that was only his 3rd championship, but I was like, he might be the greatest of all time just for doing that. So that's maybe we just leave it there. Let our listeners continue to just meditate on that.
Yeah. Definitely sure. They're all top 3 for sure. In my list.
They're Mount Rushmore. Who's your Mount Rushmore?
Oh, here we go.
LeBron James, Michael Jordan, Kobe. Like I don't even know if Kobe's on my Mount Rushmore.
Really?
What?
Dude, you know, after he tore his Achilles, he went out just to shoot his free throws, and then didn't go on a walker or stretcher or anything. He just walked it out back to the thing because he didn't want to.
I know.
He didn't want to show any like.
Also, Kobe's last game when he had 60 points.
It's crazy.
And also,
I remember that.
Yeah, I was watching that live as it happened. That
Yeah.
was crazy.
And like that era when they were going on a 3-peat, they just won Western Conference, and like the interviewers asking him like, "How are you guys gonna celebrate winning this Western Conference and all these things?" And like, all he answers is, "Job's not done. Job's not finished." And then they interviewed all his teammates, and he was able to like rally them up. You know, him as a leader. Like they were asking all his teammates at that time, and Derek Fisher was like, "Yeah, game's not. We're not satisfied with this win. We're gonna win the championship." And then that same I think that led to their three-peat.
Buffalo Wild Wings, dude. You want to tell your story about Buffalo Wild Wings?
B-dubs. What was my story? Wow, that's right. So there was this, I did this all in charity, okay? Nothing against my Vietnamese friends here, all right? But me and a friend of mine picked up some fresh from Vietnam, some fresh Viets from the airport. And they were coming to study at seminary to become priests for their country. They're studying here in America.
They came together.
They came together. And so Tuan was his name. I don't know if that was really his name. That's just all of the Vietnam people's names that I know. That was his name. And we're like, all right, man, welcome to America. You know? And he's like, I don't know what you're saying. I'm like, well, so then I pointed out different places to eat. And one of the places, we ended up taking them to, because at that time it was like the middle of COVID, who had the best chicken sandwich wars, remember?
Popeyes,
Chick-fil-A, Bojangles, whatever.
Yeah.
And so we're like, all right, so let's go try out these chicken sandwiches. So we took them out to Popeyes. And, first trip in America, I think that's a pretty good start. Right, good start. And, we were heading back, and I pointed to a Buffalo Wild Wings. And you could tell Tuan was like amazed at it. He's like, what is this? I know what those words mean together, but as a restaurant, that's crazy. And so I was like, hey, look, man, you see that, Tuan? He was like, yeah. I go, that's where they sell buffalo wings. And he was like, no. I'm like, what do you mean, no? I said, yeah, they sell. He's like, no. Buffalo don't fly. And I'm like, what? I said, no, maybe in Vietnam they don't fly. I said, but in the U.S., and they're in like Minnesota, Montana area.
Land of the free, home of the brave.
They fly there.
Our buffaloes.
I said, here in America, we have buffaloes that fly. He's like, no, chicken wings little. I was like, well, they're little because they chop off the wings of the buffaloes and they make them into pieces so that people can eat, And anyways, I played this joke for like 2 months at seminary until guys literally got mad at me. He's like, you gotta stop, because he believes you. He's going around talking about these freaking buffalo wings, dude. So anyways, I finally let the joke go, because like, okay, all right, bro, listen, I've been messing with you for 2 months. There's no such thing as buffalo wings. I hate to tell you. And so anyways, that's my joke.
We have a Ugandan priest in my parish who actually mentioned the same thing. One of his homies, the first time he came to America, he went to B-Dubs. And he was so confused at first. He was like, the buffaloes have wings here? So it's just funny.
Is that really?
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, they do.
They do have wings.
So it is, man. B-Dubs. B-Dubs is great. They have fantastic wings. They also have fantastic fries.
What's the best wing place? If you have to...
Wingstop. I know people... Yeah, right?
Yeah,
Wingstop.
I've actually never been to Wingstop.
Rick Ross, you're doing something good with Wingstop, brother. And that ranch, wow.
Does he own Wingstop or something?
I think he does. He owns a lot of franchises of them. Maybe I'm wrong, but I thought that's right. Anyways, Wingstop is incredible. Now, I'm probably going to get some flack, okay? Because a lot of people are like, oh, they're too... a lot of people think they're too fried. And so you can't really get to the meat.
So they're super like breaded?
I don't know if they're too breaded, or maybe the critique of them is that they're in the fryer too long. And so the meat seems a little dry sometimes for some people.
Yeah.
But I always get my wings wet when I asked. So maybe they're... Anyways, also their boneless are great. And also they recently came out with their tenders that can be like dipped in different sauces. And their tenders are incredible. I also just love food.
There's Wingstops everywhere. We saw Wingstops in Mexico.
That's true, we did. I'll say that I went there and it was no bueno.
No?
Also, Mexico doesn't have the art of ranch making down like the U.S. has it.
Really?
Yeah, it's like, it's almost a little sweet. You know what I'm talking about, people. If you live in Mexico or have ever heard of the place Mexico, you probably know the ranch is not very good. That's what they're kind of known for.
They're known for bad ranch.
I'm just kidding. I just totally made that up. But the ranch really was not very good. I also had some friends of mine that are starting at Rome at the seminary who were just taking some big fat ranch bottles because they asked what they wanted to be taken from the U.S., they were taking gallons of ranch because it's just not a thing in Rome. Because to them, it would be an atrocity to dip your crust of their pizza inside of the ranch. But to us Americans, it's how we get down on the huge.
Yeah, ranch on pizza is...
It's H&L. It's whole another level type stuff. So, how do you feel about ranch on pizza, bro? You strike me as a ranch on pizza guy.
Yeah. I mean, it reminds me of like those like middle school days. You serve pizza, and then you just like serve like a bucket load of ranch and everything.
Bro, were you in the lunchroom when Michelle Obama took over?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Everything became just worse.
Right, just like, do you know, I remember one of the best things we had were the Crispitos. You remember those?
What?
Crispitos? They're basically like, they're basically, look, Joe, I went to public school at a poor place, all right, dude? Listen, I know y'all had peanut butter and jellies. Yeah, I know y'all had freaking chocolate milk, all
That's
right?
the sign of wealth.
Listen, I know y'all had chicken tenders, dude. All right, y'all probably had a Chick-fil-A once a week catered to you. We didn't, bro. We had a scratch from the dirt, bro. Okay, we were out there killing our own chickens, dude. Look, one Monday morning, I had to go pick potatoes to make my own hash, dude. All right, not even playing, dude. That's how we roll down the South, bro. We get down.
You bought your potatoes in Walmart, bro.
Yeah, and we finally got this Crispitos as a luxury there down south.
Tell me what a
And then
Crispito
Michelle Obama came in there and wrecked it, bro. If you don't know, you don't know, bro. Because you ain't like us. You ain't like us, dog. All right?
He's not from the South either.
No, dude, my mom packed me rice for lunch. Dude. Yeah, my parents love me.
Hey, can we just say this fits in with the narrative?
Were you
being,
Were you a pack lunch guy or a buy lunch guy?
It was half and half. Like, I think early on my kindergarten career, it was like hot lunch, right? Like from the school.
Oh, really?
Then my mom was like, let's just pack him lunches or whatever. So we got rice, we got spam musubi. What are the big hitters?
I don't know, what are the big hitters in the Filipino community, dude? I don't know.
We got adobo. Bro.
For real?
Yeah, dude, rice and adobo. Dude, let's just whip it up in the morning. Put in the,
You know how to cook adobo?
yeah.
Oh, you lying. You ain't never cooked adobo.
Why would I?
Adobo is chicken.
Chicken, soy sauce, vinegar, well, bay leaf.
Yeah.
But
That's what we had when we went to your house, right? Your parents made chicken adobo.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, adobo.
Is that like a luxury, adobo?
In some parts of the Philippines, I think. It just really depends.
Panchollo is a luxury. Is that right? Panchollo? Is that? No, that's not. That's
What?
Italian. With the pork?
Lechon.
Lechon. That's right. That's right. What?
What was that story that you'd call your friend like this is Filipino?
I'm just glad.
I thought.
Because throughout the entire duration of Logos podcast, Father Max called me racist. But now we're seeing that he's
This
who tells me
This is
It's for you guys. I'm bringing it out. This is what I see when I edit. I just edit things out.
This is not fair, dude. I didn't know what I was doing, dude. I thought it was a compliment. So for years, I called one of my Filipino friends lechon because I thought it was cool. I was like, "Yeah, bro, you're freaking lechon. That's my boy lechon over there, dude. Coming in school,
What does it mean?
dating the hottest girl around. I'm
Bro,
like,
what'd you think
lechon,
it-
my man.
What'd you think it meant?
I can't remember what I thought it meant.
Like, you're like an animal or something.
Oh yeah, because I thought it was like a beast.
Yeah, you're
like, you're
beast.
freaking beast.
Yeah.
Lechon, bro. You're a freaking man, lechon, right? Turns out, I found out just a couple months ago that lechon actually means swine, dude. It actually means
It's like roasted pork.
roasted pork, bro. Dude,
Hey, bro, you're roasted pork.
dude, freaking it's all this time, dude. I'm gonna call him lechon, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's not fair to humanity.
What are those things that you were talking about were in your lunch line that disappeared?
Crispitos, dude.
What is a Crispito?
So basically, think about like heaven. All right, so you got the paradiso, right?
Yeah.
No, it's okay. No, what is it? What is it good? It's like a long, like oven roasted beef and bean burrito. That is like it's like no, actually here's what it was. You know what a taquito is? Or
Yeah.
taquito?
Yeah.
Like from the frozen. Okay. Well, it's like that, but actually stuffed with a lot more meat
Oh wow,
and long and big.
sounds good.
And just freaking fried in some grease, baby. After it's roasted, I mean, and then you put some ranch. Put some ranch on the. But anyways, we were taking that away.
It was taken away from you by the Michelle Obama regime.
Dude, yeah. Then we our hot Cheetos became baked. Ugh, dude. You remember
Baked,
that? Baked.
yes.
Ugh, dude.
Baked.
It's like, what's wrong with you? It's like I can't even buy like a freaking bag of chips.
Also, there's no way like baked Lays are that much better for you than normal
Hey,
Lays.
50% less fat. Huh?
That's the same.
That's it. That's what they market.
Do you have your
All right, that's not fair. That's hey, listen, we don't want to get pulled over with this because paraphernalia. All right, that's why cross state lines not very good.
2 days old.
Hey, can I say this? I'm also literally fueled right now by a Taco Bell chicken quesadilla.
That's right. That's what we have for breakfast.
Hey, 7:30 a.m. rocking and rolling, baby, ready
Right
to
out.
take home the day.
Right after Mass. It's a good way to start the day, Mass and then Taco Bell.
Hey, well, it's kind of a good way to start the mass day because
Start with the Mass.
Start the Mass.
Start with the Mass was a Taco Bell.
Yeah.
Pulled my Taco Bell.
yeah, Jesus, this is my
Start
prep
the
meal.
Mass.
That's my pregame. My pregame, really.
My favorite food when I was a kid was this is really super weird, but
Hey, wow, Joseph and weird foods.
but it was chicken noodle soup from Panera. Their chicken noodle soup was so good.
Oh, that's not super weird. That's maybe the most sober thing you've eaten in a long time.
But then after the Obama administration, it was like they totally changed the recipe and everything. And I don't know if that was related to Michelle Obama, but
I'm blaming her, dude.
I've always blamed it on her. So,
I was just about to say, I don't think she had much to do with commercial foods.
it was all changing around the same time.
So I was like, dang.
We lost the cookies in the lunch line,
That's right.
and Panera's chicken noodle soup changed.
Wait, that's wild. Because going back to the point of the fact that I had Crispitos at my lunch line, you're saying,
No, we didn't have Panera.
okay,
at lunch.
because I'm about to say, there's my.
No.
Okay.
It all happened at the same time.
Okay, yeah. And so, scapegoat.
Yeah.
Good theory.
Do you guys have those like childhood snacks that they don't make anymore? Or, like those drinks?
They used to have the one of my favorite things to get in the mornings when I was a kid was like the little lemonade or orange juice, like in the little cartons. Remember?
Oh yeah.
Those are fantastic. I like the little guy with like the freaking bicep. Remember in the box? So sick.
Remember that one that had, it was a juice that was in like this plastic barrel
Oh yeah,
and had like a tinfoil cover.
there's a jug, dude. Those those are still rocking,
Really?
dude. Yeah,
Oh shoot, I haven't been.
you haven't been up on the game, dude.
Yeah, no shoot.
It's freaking.
I haven't been in the elementary school lunch line for a while.
Hey, please stay away from those, So, all right. But you also haven't been to a youth group in a while, all right? Because they have them there all the time. It's the only thing they can afford for the most part. But childhood snacks. Joe was probably eating. You know what?
You know what I had was a huge Oreo phase. I mean, obviously Oreos are still around, but
Hey guys, so we had this discussion the other day,
this is crazy.
and I mean, I might be unique in this, but I don't think so because they've made Oreos and now capitalize on my desires, which is this.
It's because it's capitalism, and they're trying to make things that capitalize on everyone's desires. They're trying to give you desires that you don't even have, so that they can capitalize on them. But sorry, that's another point.
All right, bro. Hey,
Sorry.
listen, it's 9 a.m., dude. I mean, I'm gonna need you to chill out, all right? With that kind of hate in your heart. And also pray about that, dude. Okay. So here's the thing. I, for many, many years, wasn't the biggest fan of Oreos. And I know I'm unique in that because I see y'all's big backs. I see y'all big backs. And the cream on the inside of the Oreos, to me, are just too sweet. And now, Josh, you agreed with me this a little bit the other night. It's something about American icing generally that is just freaking, even.
Too sweet.
It makes my mouth bleed. It's so sugary.
Yeah, it's called America. That's what it's called.
America. So, anyways, I didn't eat.
To me, the icing is the best part of the Oreo by far. If you can have, I used to
Here we go.
take apart 2 double stuffed Oreos and put them together, so I could have even more icing.
Now that.
And then I put peanut butter on.
It's funny how that's like.
You ever has Oreos and peanut butter?
Now I'm straight. You were saying?
It's funny how that's like the white part of the Oreo. Like,
Hey,
I feel like we
listen.
didn't have to go there.
Hey,
I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah,
As
hey,
you know.
Listen, I wasn't thinking about that, but now that you say it, it makes a lot of sense with our whole
I'm
discussion.
just putting it out there.
Hey.
You don't have to think about it.
Hey,
Just putting it out there.
y'all heard it. Hey, look, it's not just me that thinks that. I don't see color, but what I do taste is this icing. Not my favorite part. But then recently, I don't know how recent it was. Maybe it's been a while. But now Oreo's coming out with thin Oreos, which is kind of becoming a problem because part of this discussion was started by the fact that I was telling them that I know as a priest that lives by myself that I can't buy cookies, man. Yeah, I can't because I have a weak will. That's why. And so when cookies are around, they get smoked. All right, any cookie in sight is catching these hands. And so there was some boxes of Oreos that I bought, and it was getting crazy in there, man. I mean, it was insane. And
You eat them all in one sitting.
no. I just like 15 or 12, 30.
I used to. I think there's 30 in them. I used to go through in middle school. I used to go through 2 packs of double stuffed Oreos every week, which is a lot of Oreos.
I mean, it's a rookie number, really. You should see what I'm putting up. No assist, bro.
And then I gave them up for Lent one year when I was in 8th grade, and then I never really went back after that, so I don't need them anymore.
Hey, it sounds like you went to rehab, dude.
I had a 40-day detox.
40 days. I was having night terror, bro.
Oreo holiday.
The Oreo holiday, dude. I was out here sniffing freaking icing, dude. It was getting out of hand, dude.
Josh, did you have a snack growing up? Did you already answer that?
Snack growing up. They had like this. It's been like an Asian thing. It's called yan yans. I don't know if you heard that. It's like basically like it's like a cookie stick, and then you would dip it in this like chocolate, almost like a Nutella thing.
Yeah.
I would like devour those all the time.
Hopefully the chocolate wasn't too sweet.
No, it was just right actually. It was
All right, just making sure.
not like icing for sure.
So when you like eat a piece of birthday cake,
Yeah.
you prefer the cake or the icing?
Cake. I take the icing off most of the time.
Yeah,
Unless it's like cream cheese icing,
yeah,
right?
yeah. I like a little bit of icing, but I'll like take out the majority of it.
No, but this is for real. Like growing up, I would literally just scoop the icing off of the top of it.
That's what I would do too, and then just eat the ice.
Okay, that's wild. No, dude. Listen, for me, like, and this is like just my general like favorite dessert type of foods, like bread pudding with a glass of milk, or like a simple chocolate chip cookie out of the oven with a glass of milk, or like a piece of cake, or even cheesecake with a little milk. That's how I like it. You know.
Yeah, I know.
I'm a simple man.
Oreo. So, dirty Oreo.
My favorite dessert probably is warm brownie or chocolate chip cookie and ice cream on top.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
It's always the white on top. See, this is the thing that I'm talking about, man.
What do you... Not all ice cream is white.
Hey, you tell me you put strawberry ice cream on top of your brownie?
Grater's black raspberry chip.
Strawberry
Actually, it's purple.
Actually, you're right. Hey,
Dude, that was
I don't see color, dude, but that sounds better than what we were going for. All right, originally. Hey.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, hey, can I just say something, guys, to our listeners? Father Joseph really isn't a racist.
Thank you. Just read.
60% of the time, but the other 40% of the time, no, I'm just kidding. He's really not. He's not. The thing is, for me, and this is, people who know me and hang out with me know that I like playing on white guilt because I just don't actually think it's a thing.
Yeah.
But I just think it's funny because they think it's a thing.
One of our reels that popped off more than anything else was the one when I asked you about Hispanic people being named Jesus, because I was like genuinely curious. And then you said Father Joseph hates Mexicans. And I'm like, no, I don't, but there's nothing I can say to make
Because it's almost like,
everyone's like, oh yeah, he does.
We're still getting comments on that. It's been like that for a couple months.
Yeah, dude, still.
oh, dude. But the thing is, it's like, I think part of the reason that I do hate, like, the whole idea of
I just didn't know what you were going to say. You hate it.
I don't know why I hate other races. No, part of why I hate that whole kind of mentality of like cancel culture and stuff, and like why I don't really try to play into that is because I just don't think that's human.
Yeah.
You know, like you hang out with. I grew up on working with my dad, who had like construction workers all around, and that is a bunch that will break every mold.
Just making fun of each other constantly.
Yeah, and that's just like the way you live, and like there's something beautiful about that because we also, you actually do care about each other.
Yeah.
You know, you tend to each other, you care for each other. It's like, oh, Joseph, I mess with him. Joshua, I mess with him. Mostly because I don't like them, but sometimes I do like them.
No, yeah, it's interesting. There's something very good and human about making fun of each other for our differences.
Yeah.
On that note.
Yeah, dude. Wow. That's true, though. Knowing particularity is a good thing. It's a funny thing. Yeah, man. So, like, yeah. This is LOGOS Podcast on the road. Kind of first time we've done this kind of thing. It's kind of fun. You know, you want to hear something funny? Just I was telling you this other day. I got this idea. Now, this is an idea now that's more popular. Kind of car cams or whatever.
Yeah.
But my brother and I, when we were young, always said this would be a cool concept. Just put a camera here, roll. Because so many good conversations happen on the road.
Yeah, like the ones we're having right now, man.
Yeah, it's so edifying.
It's pretty good.
Just on a scale from 1 to like super hot fire, it's got to be like right there. Hey, look, there's a buffalo with wings. What's up, dude? Oh, well, it's just a cow. Never mind.
Yeah, so we're coming from, we're just in Steubenville, Ohio.
Right.
So Father Max flew up and then Josh flew up with Father Max
Josh wishes he was fun.
to Columbus. And we drove out to Steubenville to do some interviews with Dr. Scott Hahn, Dr. Andrew Jones. It was pretty sweet. It was a good time. Steubenville's cool.
Good times. Oh, it's about to fall.
I thought we had it pretty stable.
Well, see, that's the thing with life. Is you think it's stable until it ain't.
That's
Like that philosophy, huh? Coming at you live, free of charge, baby. Oh, what's up, dude? All right, there we go. A little more on me, a little. Let's. Ow! All right, we're back. All right, here, check this out. This is good. Now we're stable, huh? Rock and rolling, baby.
for now. You never know what's coming.
That's because that's like a good friend of Dean Martin, Frank Ocean.
What's your favorite?
Frank Sinatra.
What's your favorite Dean Martin song?
That's Amore. It's just a classic.
I know that song.
You did know that song. But I also went to two other that are also very famous. But that's all right. That's all right. It's all good. Hey, listen. You came around. He came around. Okay, I didn't say that on the first track. He came around. But the fact that I said that name,
I actually have been starting to. I told you this. I have been starting to listen to music more.
That's true. I mean, listen. He listened to Justin Bieber album. I mean, it wasn't on his own accord, but
No, I didn't like the Justin Bieber.
But you have been listening to Red Clay Strays a lot more.
Red Clay Strays. I like those guys.
Other country music too.
I'm finding I like a lot of bluegrass and country stuff. Although not like super country. I like, I don't even know. Like I really like Chris Stapleton.
You probably wouldn't like Merle Haggard then if you don't like country, or like deep bluegrass. Brooks and Dunn, you heard of them?
No, I like Tyler Childers a lot.
Yeah.
I like Chris Stapleton. I like
Culture Wall. You listen to something I've showed you before. Marcus King. Although Marcus King is a guy we were playing last night on YouTube. Yeah, you've heard of him. Hey, Marcus King. Yeah, we
There's
probably.
a cop driving back.
Yeah.
Driving past a cop.
There's a.
Is he moving?
Probably gonna get.
Definitely wasn't speeding.
No, we're not speeding. He's coming. Super live action.
Yeah, dude.
All right, listen, fans. We're about to get pulled over because Father Joseph can't follow the law.
I was going 7 over.
It's all good.
There's no way he's coming after
Just
me.
take it easy, but if he is, this is what we're about to do. Hey, guys,
Last Logos podcast.
last Logos podcast ever because
been real.
all our Logos
It's
money
been
is
fun.
going to this.
Look, I have
been
the
real
thing.
fun.
It said I was going 7 over.
He for real is on you, dude.
I think it's tracking you, man.
Let's take this down.
Let's leave
God
it up.
bless you.
Let's
That's
leave it up.
always-
Well, if he pulls me over, we'll take it down. But I don't know if he's tracking me or this other guy. That sucks. He got
What's up, guys? So listen, we're back. And,
It was not me. It was this other guy.
No, straight up. It wasn't us. It was a guy. Hey, but that was crazy.
That was close.
That was close. Listen, wow. What would you have done, Father Joseph, if you would have got pulled over?
I've been pulled over a couple of times with my collar on and haven't gotten a ticket, and I don't know if there's a correlation between those two things. Or
You know what it is?
the first one was because I was gone. The first one was because I had my tags were expired.
That's not good.
No, but just for like 3 days. I had just passed my birthday, and I just forgot to get new tags. It was a new car. And then the second one was something. I was like going like 6 over or something. They pulled me over, and then they gave me a warning, and I was like, okay. So, what we've learned though during this trip is that I'm a really good driver.
That's for sure.
What I've learned is
still
that you're
here.
lying. That's what
Yeah,
I've
we're still
learned.
here.
Now, my guardian angel does a lot of good work for me when I'm driving the car.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about you and driving in direction generally.
It's just my mind it just doesn't work like that. Like knowing where I am.
Hey, man.
I'm always just thinking about other things.
I feel you. That's how I am in meetings. I'm like, I can't wait to get a crap out of here. Yeah.
As someone who's been in meetings with you, I know.
I don't know what it is about official capacities that I just don't like, dude. I never have. So like being a priest is just like, I don't want to be here right now. Like, I don't want to do this bureaucratic thing. I don't want to do this diplomatic conversation. It's annoying.
I hate answering emails. That's my least fun part of being a priest so far. But that's like any job.
Yeah.
But I do have to, just a lot of emails and kind of that administration stuff. It's can be draining when I have like a homily to write, but then I open up my emails and I'm like, oh, I gotta respond to a bunch of these right now because people need stuff, and that's been a challenge.
Also, my MO might not be the best MO, but if you really need me, just call me. Like, if you really need me, just call me. And like, so the emails, if it's like, hey, should I order this? Should I get this? What do you think about that? I'll look them over and stuff too. But I don't like wasting my time with some of those little things. Even in seminary, I would not reply to emails on purpose. And people eventually just didn't reach out to me. When they really did need me, they'd stop me in the hallway or call me or find communication with me, you know. It worked for me there. We'll see how it works here. I'm obviously not neglecting my duties. I'm doing them. It's just sometimes that's the kind of things that aren't my favorite.
Yeah.
You know? What about you, Josh?
Hardest part about priesthood for me? Yeah. I guess in my vocation.
Yeah,
so
you're
I just went
yeah.
full-time creative back in January. So that means like I'm basically my own boss. So having a discipline and setting routine for myself, because just being a creative, you can kind of just keep going and going and going and just have no time limit, and that other things, important things, get pushed across and moved around, and sometimes it doesn't get done. And so just setting a discipline has been, I mean, just like in life, setting a discipline, but here it's like I have to be very intentional with my time and what I'm able to do, what I'm not supposed to be doing, and stuff like that. Just I wouldn't say that was difficult. It's just like a new thing that I'm, going through. Just like, you've been a student and then working, and you always have like a set schedule given to you. And you kind of just follow that along. Now it's like you make your own schedule, make your own time, and all that stuff. So it's a good adjustment. But the past 6-7 months have been pretty good. Just like all the opportunities coming up, and just being able to say, yeah, I want to do this, and actually act on it without like having some sort of like chain like holding you down or obligation. So it's been a blessing, and just like working through that and everything. So
I remember when we went to visit Matt Hyland and hang out with him, and he showed us his studio and was walking us through his creative process.
Go check out his new song, by the way.
He would tell us that when it comes time for him to like sit down and try to come up with some new beats or whatever, like he sets a timer. He's like, I'm giving myself 30 minutes. I'm giving myself an hour, because if I don't, I'll just do this all day, and then I'll never get anything done.
It was Eminem. He was known for being very strategic with his production time. They said he would clock in like a work day.
Yeah.
8 to 5. Akon, I remember one time they were interviewing him, who used to work with some Eminem. I think it was Akon. Anyways, somebody was talking about the fact that like he would go in the studio and he'd be in the middle of writing or finishing a song. It'd hit 5. He'd be like, all right, well, that's it. That's a wrap. See you guys. And they're like, wait, what? He'd like, yeah, no, I got out of here.
Yeah.
He'd leave, straight up go. And some of these guys would be like, well, this is odd to us because, for a lot of artists, they'd go in there, wake up whatever time they wanted, pop in the studio, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, and then they'd be cooking up all up in the night and hopefully produce something. But he's like, no, Eminem literally treated it like it was a work week.
Yeah.
Come and clock out.
And perhaps in this way alone, we can recommend that you be like Eminem. So the cop.
Dude, Joe.
I was still just going a few miles an hour. We're good. He's facing the other way.
Listen, you gotta do backflip to get to us. Yeah, man. Okay, what's been one of your favorite things about kind of day-to-day operations at the parish?
I love, most days I have Mass followed by confessions. And usually hear confession for about an hour. We got a lot of parishioners in my parish. I truly am like looking forward to that every day. And just that time. And actually, I had a thought the other day. I had one Mass in the morning and I had another Mass in the evening. And I remember I just had this thought, because as a seminarian, I had to serve multiple Masses a day, and that was good, but it was hard, because you had to try to continue to stay locked in and pray, but as a priest, that's so much easier for me. So I was excited for my second Mass. I was like, I can't wait to do this again and to get to celebrate Mass again. It's very fulfilling for me right now, and rewarding, and there are a few days, some Sunday, every third Sunday, I have 3 Sunday Masses, and that's a lot. So by the end of the third Sunday Mass, I'm really tired.
Sunday, just 2 on Sunday, 1 on Saturday evening, or 3 on Sunday.
So every third weekend, I have a Saturday vigil, and then 3 Sunday Masses.
God, it's crazy.
Which is a lot of Masses.
Yeah.
Because in my parish, we have 8 weekend Masses.
We are allowed to do that?
9 weekend Masses, including. On a Sunday, we're allowed to, celebrate 3.
Okay.
So, that's kind of, but even still, so I'm tired after those, but I'm just Mass and confessions are really good, beautiful. What about you?
Mass is the easy one, and it's not just easy one. It's really the one that I really look forward to. Even little funny things like setting the missal, looking over the missal, praying with the words. So the way that it works at my parish is that I'm out of the confessional 15 minutes before Holy Mass. If it's not super busy, I'll stay in there longer if there's more people or something, but typically 15 minutes before. So that'll give me time to go out, set the vestments, be slow, recollect myself. So I think the preparation before the Mass, I've been taking very serious at the parish, at least for myself, because I do move around so much and I'm doing so many things. Like I have to force myself to have a specified time. So like that little period of prayer for me has always been very, very nourishing, actually. I'm at a parish that has perpetual adoration. It's an adoration chapel. It's very beautiful, and so I always really do like going and stopping to visit our Lord. I have sometimes trouble sitting down for a full hour, like a holy hour. So I'll break it in 10 minutes there, 20 minutes here, 10 minutes there. And those moments throughout my day are also really very fruitful. And I feel like those are the kind of moments that really kind of keep me joyful and not overwhelmed, because there's a lot of really cool things. I've also learned, Jim, that I love administration.
Wow.
Like I enjoy it, Wow. Like I enjoy knowing what's going on. It's almost like a puzzle to me. It's kind of fun to me, Love maybe a strong word, but I have enjoyed it. That's been an aspect of it.
Yeah, and your pastor's given you a lot of responsibility.
He has, and I really thank him for that in some ways. I'm learning a lot, to be honest with you. Sometimes a bit overwhelming. Kind of do it to myself, in some ways. So I like to think through every scenario multiple times to see how this can work out in this way or that way, and where my role is in that. And so that can be a lot of mental activity that is unnecessary sometimes, But anyways, I've enjoyed administration.
Josh, what's your favorite part of your job, dude?
Favorite part of my job would be the Mass and adoration. I think that's like part of my. I know it sounds cliche because we all said Mass, but I think it's true. Like, I think in conversation you said, Father Max, that there's a priest in our diocese that will split his day into thirds, and that first third of the day kind of do the same thing where I just take it slow. We go to daily. I try to go to daily Mass and adoration, and I see that as part of like my creative process, really.
Yeah.
It's an adoration that, not that I'm distracted and thinking about other things, but the things I'm creating, I really take to prayer and ask. I'll have conversations, dialogue with our Lord today, and ask Him like, Lord, is this something that you want me to do, something you want me to make? I'll go with it, and then kind of show me, and then from there I kind of just sit down and kind of just listen, and I think that first part of my morning, just being silent and just being in prayer, just sets the whole mood for the whole day. Just having Christ with you, literally in you. And I think Saint John Vianney, I just read this whenever his feast day was. He was saying that people don't know he just doesn't stay for like 15 minutes after Mass. Like you could have him present in you your whole day. And so with that meditation, just kind of thinking you're a living tabernacle, almost like an imitation of the Blessed Mother, taking Jesus to work and sitting him down, and you're creating on your laptop, whether that's like editing or taking photos. That's been kind of my creative process of, making even in my photos or videos, whatever Christ-centered, and not necessarily everything I do is Catholic, I think Christ is present in everything, so whether that be making like hip-hop beats or whatever, Christ is still there in some way. There's still some good that, it's coming from Christ, so.
And that's one thing with Creative the Immaculata. Josh is all over the place, so he does stuff for us, photography. What would you say is your at least favorite area of work, or maybe expertise?
Well, right now it's really video. It's something that's new for me the past 3 years, but it really started with photography. Back in Los Angeles, did a lot of street photography. Just picked up like my family camera and started from there, and then bought vintage lenses, all that. And then it wasn't until I got to Alabama where I had an interest in video. At the time, I just didn't have like, you know, the right equipment. I was just always playing around with like my iPhone or whatever.
Yeah.
That's, you know, like there's a cliche saying like gear doesn't matter, but sometimes it does, you know. So once I got this camera that we're filming on, you know, it was game over. I was able to like learn and kind of perfect my craft in video, and then I made a few friends, like our buddy Mike Hogan, who just helped us this past weekend. So shout out to him.
Mike.
He's been a big mentor of mine. So we connected over Instagram. He was like, I would ask him like all my dumb questions, and he was just like very helpful. And even this past week, I was learning from him like what his creative process was, what he was thinking. So it's been really good. And then working with Logos, just the whole editing side of things, color grading, which is like my weakness before, is now kind of like something I enjoy and everything. So yeah, and then graphic design on the Creative of the Immaculata page right now. I'm not doing it to show work or whatever. It's kind of been my new way or new form of journaling. I used to journal a lot and kind of stopped, and then now these prayers or like these graphics that I've been making have been just my thoughts and adoration, you know, those, you know, that I have in the morning. And it's just really like one or two sentences that kind of reflect on from the homily or some thought that I've had through conversations with friends. I'll just bring up to the Lord, and I'll kind of just make that a visual graphic, and, you know, it helps people a lot, you know.
Yeah, they really can.
Yeah,
It's funny you mentioned that carrying Christ with you throughout the day. One thing that I've been struggling to do so far, like really fighting hard to get better at, is so I have a big chunk of time in the morning where I have time for prayer, which I just cherish so much, and then mass and confessions and stuff. But then I found that a lot of times once I get going during the day, like once I start my work, it's really hard for me to pause and like settle down and recollect myself and call my heart and my mind back to the Lord, because I just start to feel the weight of like, I got to get this next thing done. I gotta work. So I've been really, but then when you do that, you can lose that recollection and that centeredness on the Lord, and then your heart and your mind can kind of become dissipated, and that's when I start to feel anxious and stressed. So I've been really trying, like before each hour of work or whatever it is. And part of the problem is that my day's so irregular. I'm doing different things every day.
That is a hard part of the priesthood.
But just like really trying to like pause even for a couple of minutes. And I'm really blessed. My office is right next to our perpetual adoration chapel. So a lot of times I'll be answering emails or something or doing something, and I'll just be like, okay, I need to stop and just go step in and spend 2 minutes with the Lord. But fighting for that, because I feel it at the end of the day. It's like in the morning, my heart is kind of unified around Him, and then throughout the day, it kind of dissipates and becomes distracted.
My pastor, maybe a couple weeks ago, I was hanging out with him, and he's like, "How you doing?" I'm like, Nick has a really deep voice. "How are you doing?" And I was like,
Deeper than Scott Hans?
"Yeah, truly." And I was like, "I'm doing all right, Father." I said, "You know, I'm a little overwhelmed. You know, I'm a little anxious and stuff. All this. I'm part of a project I'm willing that'll help build the church, and so just this kind of capital campaign and all this stuff is just kind of overwhelming. I'm learning a lot, but I also this and that." He goes, "Are you praying?" I'm like, "Well, I mean, like, quantitatively, yes. I'm doing my obligations and going to prayer here and there, but no, the quality of my prayer is not very good. I'm just kind of moving to the routine, doing it because I know I should be doing it, and so I sit, and I'm not having a heart-to-heart with our Lord too much. I'm just kind of moving around because I have all those things in my mind and my heart." And he was like, "You need to pray, because that's the only way you get through this." And I was like,
Wise man.
I was like, "All right, bro." You know, I was like, "What do you think you are, dude? You know what, you've been doing this a long time or something?" Which he has been. I think like 30. I think he said 36 years, something like that. So,
yeah, dude.
I'm sorry,
so
18 years.
Damn it.
Wait. No, hold up. I think he said I'm sorry, I'm way off, dude.
Math ain't math.
No, this math ain't math. It's 28 years. There you go. because he just has been a priest. I'm also confused. I'm probably wrong about that too. He's been doing this. I have his number right now. I can't.
Somewhere between 5 and 45 years. Somewhere in that range.
It's pretty close.
Yeah,
I like this close.
I think it's. Hey, hey, dude. All right, I think it's somewhere. It's at least 3 years. For sure.
That's pretty safe. I'll take it.
I can't tell if it's. Anyways, he has been a pastor for a long time. He's been a priest for a long time, and he's been very good to me. He's taught me a lot, and in fact, prayer is so important. Doesn't matter your vocational walk. I mean, if you're not praying, you ain't praying. You ain't saying.
That's what they say, I guess.
Unless they ain't praying.
Well,
Yeah, man. So we got some cool things coming for you guys. We're super excited, super stoked to fill you in on the movements of the Spirit within our project. You'll find those out as they're coming.
can we say anything right now? Probably not.
We can say that God has been good to us.
Yes, for sure.
We can say that you can reach out to us via Instagram. You can follow us on YouTube. And that's really what we're trying to push right now. YouTube, trying to get our video content out. We're really spending a lot of effort to try to pump up our video production quality and quantity. So check it out. Subscribe.
If you
Sure.
would like to, let's say you're at a place in your life right now where you're thinking, man, I'm doing well financially and I want to help the church in some way or help the mission of evangelization. We would appreciate your help.
Yes.
If you wanted to help us, we are trying to pay our employees more so that they can actually, so their work for us can be worth their time. Want to hire some new employees here soon to help us continue to spread and grow the project.
And to pay for trips like this.
And to pay for trips like this so that we can be together in person as often as possible, because we'll be remote for a lot of our upcoming content, but it's always better when we're together in person, and your financial support always will help make that possible. So the Lord tells us to ask if we want to receive, so we're asking.
And we're definitely asking him too, so you ain't special. All right? You ain't special. Thank you guys for tuning into this, and we hope you've enjoyed this little dash cam, car vlog, podcast, vlogcast. You got any words for us, for our peeps here, Josh?
Your post caught on, do a little postscript.
Postscript.
Yeah.
I've had the pleasure of, working with Father Max and Father Joseph.
Don't make me cry, okay?
And no, man, really keep them in your prayers and all the priests. From firsthand witnessing, just seeing how dedicated and all the sacrifices that they've made to serve me and you guys and Holy Mother Church as priest. It's been really, really amazing to see and just to witness firsthand. So keep them in your prayers, keep all the priests in your prayers, because it's hard. They're telling me stories telling us here and outside of conversations and everything. But keep them in your prayers, man. Keep the Blessed Mother in your hearts, and ask her and beg her to bestow graces on these two very good priests. So very thankful for that.
Thank you, Josh.
We're thankful for you too, Josh.
Yeah. And for all you friends out there serving the Lord in your own way, especially at this age of the new evangelization of the church, but also just to our faithful mothers and fathers out there, thank you for what you do, guys. God bless you all. And we're here for you. So Josh said to you, and to all our listeners, we're here to serve you guys. This is just a little mission to help towards that end. So as always, God bless.